Forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts we can offer, not just to others, but to ourselves. It's a word whispered in hushed tones, a concept often misunderstood. We think of it as a gift for others, a way to release them from the weight of their mistakes. But forgiveness is so much more. It is a gift, yes, but one we give ourselves. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32 tells us to be kind and compassionate, forgiving each other, just as Christ forgave us. Think about that for a moment. We are urged to forgive as Christ forgave. This is not a suggestion, but a command born of love. And who benefits most from this act of love? We do. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the chains of resentment. It is the balm that soothes the sting of betrayal. When we hold on to anger, we hold on to pain. We allow the one who hurt us to rent space in our minds to steal our joy. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean what happened was okay. It simply means we choose to release the bitterness. We choose to heal. Bitterness is a cunning enemy. It whispers lies, poisoning our thoughts. It tells us to hold on, to nurse our wounds. But bitterness offers no comfort, only isolation. It festers within us, impacting our health, our relationships, our very souls. Matthew chapter 6, verse 14 reminds us, "For if you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you." This is not a transaction, but a principle. When we harbor unforgiveness, we block God's blessings in our own lives. We build walls instead of bridges. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's a heavy burden, one we were never meant to carry. We can choose to put down the poison chalice. We can choose freedom. Remember, forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. There may be setbacks, moments when the hurt rushes back, but God is faithful and He will provide the strength we need. Forgiveness is often confused with trust. We may think that forgiving someone means we are opening ourselves up to be hurt again, but this is not true. Forgiveness and trust are two separate entities. Forgiving someone doesn't mean we condone their actions. It doesn't mean we invite them back into our lives without boundaries. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13 reminds us, "I can do all this through Christ who strengthens me." This includes the difficult task of forgiving. Forgiveness simply means we are releasing the debt they owe us, emotionally speaking. We are choosing to move forward, not weighed down by the shackles of resentment. Trust, on the other hand, is rebuilt slowly, carefully over time. It is a gift we give when it is earned, not something owed simply because we have forgiven. Psalm 147, verse 3 tells us, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." God is close to the brokenhearted. He understands our pain, our anger, our struggles. He doesn't expect us to forgive in our own strength. Colossians chapter 3, verse 13 urges us, bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Let us remember the depth of Christ's forgiveness for us. Let His love be our guide. Forgiveness is a prayer whispered through tears. It's a decision made with trembling hands. But with each act of forgiveness, our hearts grow stronger. We become more like Christ. If you are struggling to forgive, take heart. God is with you. Turn to Him in prayer. Ask for His strength, His peace, His healing. Forgiveness is possible, and it will set you free. If you enjoy these videos, please hit like and subscribe for more.